Sky is so high, if you don't know how to fly, aim feel easier to make you fly. Sky is so high, if you don't know how to fly, aim feel easier to make you fly. Here we go.
How are you, all of you? Fine, ma'am, and you?
We are good, man. How are you?
I'm good. So today I can say everyone is attending. Please make sure all of you that you attend all the classes because every day I'm practicing new things. Okay, also I'm making sure that whatever I'm making you practice, you will be pro in that. That is the reason I'm making you practice. Please continue your attendance every day. Okay, like this. I'm very happy to see you all today. Please do not leave the session in between because these days I'm observing that people are leaving the sessions in between. Please do not do that. Okay, just write it down. Listening is one of the most important aspects of effective listening. Listening is one of the most aspects of effective listening. Successful listening means not just understanding the words or the information being communicated, but also understanding how the speaker feels about what they are communicating. Once again, I'm repeating, listening is one of the most important aspects of effective communication. Successful listening means not just understanding the words or the information being communicated, but also understanding how the speaker feels about what they are communicating.
Ma'am, once again tell me, ma'am, slowly.
Okay, listening is one of the most important aspects of effective communication.
Second one, ma'am.
Successful listening means
Next, ma'am.
not just understanding the words or the information being communicated, successful listening means understanding the words or the information being communicated, but also understanding
Information next, ma'am.
being communicated, being communicated, but also understanding how the speaker feels about, what they are communicating. Divya, are you writing? Okay, so effective communication, successful listening means not just understanding the words or the information being communicated, this chapter has already been taught to you, so now I'm just giving you question and answers for the exam so that at least you can take this as a reference and study.
Ma'am, this note PDF send, ma'am.
Sorry?
This note says PDF send, ma'am.
So sorry, Naresh, this is my own diary I'm giving you from. This is not a PDF. This is my own diary. Okay, you can write it down. I'm dictating. Any problem that you have to write, that you are writing? Naresh,
Yeah, ma'am.
you're having any issues that you are writing it down?
Yes, ma'am.
Why? What issue?
I'm writing slowly, ma'am.
You write it fast, no? Be a fast writer. If you will not be able to write fast, then how will you able to take the calls in the future when you will work in aviation? How will you able to write it down, the important things? Make it a
Okay, ma'am.
habit of writing.
I will write,
Listen
ma'am.
carefully. Yeah, this is what listening skill is about. I'm talking about listening only right now. Please understand what I'm saying. Okay, about listening, the topic is listening. So you have to be very careful while listening in aviation. It's very important for you to listen because we'll be communicating in various modes. Okay, like ATC will contact in the with the radio. Okay, people who will be in the ground service, they will have this. So,
Ma'am, I am choosing tourism hospitality course, ma'am.
sorry.
I am choosing hospitality tourism course, ma'am.
Okay, in hospitality and tourism, don't you think you have to communicate with the help of phones and all? How will you communicate with a guest who is booking online, Naresh? How will you communicate with a client who is trying to tie up with you? Are you going to meet him every time, or are you going to listen to him and then take the information from him?
Okay.
This is very important, and please write it down.
Okay, ma'am.
Naresh, fortunately, you are, write it down whatever I am giving you, the note.
Ma'am, second ma'am, 1 second, tell me, ma'am.
Sorry?
Second point, 1 second, tell me.
Successful listening means not just understanding the words or the information being communicated,
Yeah, ma'am.
but also understanding how the speaker feels about what they are communicating. Successful listening means not just understanding the words. Mute yourself, Naresh. Lots of sound coming from your mic. Successful listening means not just understanding the words or the information being communicated, but also understanding how the speaker feels about what they are communicating. Effective listening can make the speaker feel, number 1 point, make the speaker feel heard and understood. Make the speaker feel heard and understood, which can help build a stronger, deeper connection between you.
Ma'am, tell once more.
Second point, create an environment where everyone else.
Ma'am, tell the first point.
Create an environment where everyone feels safe to express ideas, opinions, and feelings, or plan and problem solve in creative ways. Third point, save time by helping clarify information. Avoid conflicts and misunderstandings. Next point, relieve negative emotions.
Okay. When emotions are running high, comma. When emotions are running high. Okay. So write it down. When emotions are running high, if the speaker feels that he or she has been truly heard, if the speaker feels that he or she has been truly heard, it can help to calm down. It can help them. It can help them
Ma'am, tell slowly, ma'am. You're too fast, ma'am.
relieve negative feelings, relieve negative feelings, comma, and allow for real understanding, comma, and allow for real understanding or problem solving to begin, or problem solving to begin. All right.
Ma'am, please repeat the last sentence.
When emotions are running high, if the speaker feels that he or she has been truly heard, comma, it can help them to calm down, relieve
Ma'am,
negative
slowly,
feelings.
slowly, ma'am. You're too fast, ma'am. Slowly, ma'am.
Okay, Naresh,
Ma'am,
I
tell
would
the last
request you.
sentence slowly. Ma'am, tell the last sentence slowly. I have missed the line.
Okay, Rohit, I would request you to maintain the accent while speaking. Okay, because this is an aviation class and you should be always. Your
Ma'am, but
tone
you're
should be.
too fast, ma'am.
Sorry.
Ma'am, you're too fast.
Okay, so are you supposed to tell like that? You are too fast. You can request me. You can request me, ma'am. I request you to be little slow. You can say that sentence. Okay, I think you have not attended the classes which I have taught the other students how to speak. Did you attended those class, Rohit? Rohit,
Yes,
am I
ma'am.
audible to you?
Yes,
So, did
ma'am.
you attend this class where I was teaching about verbiages?
No, ma'am.
So please maintain your tone while speaking to someone, whether be it's an instructor, whether be it's your teammate, whether be it's your co-worker. Request for something whenever you are saying. If you tell like this, ma'am, please, you're too fast. Please, ma'am, repeat last sentence. That is like an order. You are ordering me. Okay, so I am your instructor, so I will teach you not to do like that. Other people will understand that you are, you are not fit for corporate, being professional. You are very unprofessional. They will judge you like that. So please improve your tone. Am I all right, Rohit?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, always whenever you're talking to someone, always address that person as ma'am, please. Okay, ma'am, kindly request you to always add those sentence and then say, and your tone should be always moderate. Do not tell in a rough way, ma'am, please do this, ma'am, please do that. That is not the way you should talk to someone. All right, Rohit, are you listening?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When emotions are running high, if the speaker feels that he or she has been truly heard, it can help them to calm down, relieve negative feelings, and allow for real understanding or problem solving to begin. Are you done, Rohit?
Yes, ma'am.
We are done, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the second and fourth point?
Second and the fourth point. Okay, so Janvi,
Yes, ma'am.
first point is make the speaker feel. If that is the line you have completed, just let me know in between. I will stop. If not, then you can write it down. Okay. Make the
Ma'am,
speaker
from
feel heard.
wait. Okay.
1 second. I'm not able to hear you. Just 1 minute. Okay, Janvi.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, first point is effective listening can make the speaker feel heard and understood, which can help build a stronger, deeper connection between you. Alright, that is the first point.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, sir.
The second point is create an environment where everyone feels safe to express ideas, opinions and feelings. Okay, it is one of those which the researcher controls and manipulates the variables of interest. Okay, and takes measures of the results. So first the researcher will control and manipulate the variables of interest, and then they will take measure of the results. Case studies and self-report methods rely on in-depth analysis of an individual as well as information provided by the individual. Case studies rely heavily on the interpretation of the observer, while self-report methods depend upon the memory of the individual of interest. Because of this method tends to be highly subjective, and it's difficult to generalize the findings to a larger population. So case study and self-report methods, it is something like someone is performing now. Okay, a self-study is going on by the observer about that person. Okay, so it depends upon the memory of the observer, how much he can remember about what he is doing a case study. So depending on the memory of the observer, how much he can collect information while he was doing the self-study. Okay, case study. He make self-report. Okay, and this method tends to be highly subjective. Okay, it is highly subjective, means it's written. It is a written thing. Subjective means it is written. Okay, and it is difficult to generalize the findings to a larger proportion. Okay, because it totally depends upon the observer's memory, how much he can think, how much he can analyze, how much he can remember about when he was doing the case study. So it is little difficult to generalize the findings to a larger population. Clinical research. So, clinical research relies upon information gathered from clinical patients over the same course of treatment. Many personality theories are based upon this type of research, but because the research subjects are unique and exhibit no abnormal behavior, this research tends to be highly subjective and difficult to generalize. Even this is highly subjective and difficult to generalize, even clinical research, because they will be doing some treatment, and the same treatment will be done to many of the people, to many of the clinical patients. Okay, so based on that, based on every individual, the same treatment they will be giving to each individual, okay, the patient. So based on every person's theory, every personality theory, they will make reports, they will do the research. Okay, so the research subjects are unique and exhibit abnormal behavior. This research tends to be highly subjective and difficult to generalize. So now you can start writing. What is personality? What is personality? The question is, what is personality? Parvati, next time you don't enter the class if you have to switch on the video. Parvati, are you listening?
Ma'am, I cannot catch that. I cannot function
Parvati.
together with this, ma'am. That's why.
Okay, so you can just put your phone in the cameras. There are other students who is in the class who is trying to cooperate and who is.
Both hands for writing, ma'am.
So why not the other side? Sorry?
You can write with the right hand and using for writing, left hand to hold the book.
So you can just place it somewhere. You can place your camera somewhere. Might be in a big cushion. You can put it. Might be you put a cushion or a pillow if you have, and you can put your camera. You can place your phone.
I don't know. I will.
What is personality? Question is what is personality? Okay. The answer is personality is made up. Personality is made. Sorry. Naresh, please mute yourself.
Ma'am, personality, ma'am.
Just one moment. Just one moment. Okay. So what I was talking is personality is made up the characteristic patterns. Personality is made up the characteristic patterns of thoughts, feelings, of thoughts, feelings, of thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that make a person unique. That makes a person unique. Personality is made up the characteristic patterns of thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that make a person unique. Full stop. Am I too fast, or are you able to write?
Ma'am, we are able to write.
Fine, ma'am. Able to write.
Okay.
Also, after, ma'am.
Okay. Personality originates within. Personality originates within the individual and remains fairly. The individual and remains fairly consistent throughout life. Personality originates within the individual and remains fairly consistent throughout life. Next line. Personality psychologist. Personality psychologist. Psychologist spellings PSYCHOLOGISTS. PSYCHOLOGISTS. Personality psychologists are interested in the unique. Characteristics of individuals. As well as similarities among groups of people. Characteristics of personality. Number 1. Personality is organized and consistent. Naresh, anything? Naresh? Please mute yourself. Personality is psychological. Personality is psychological, but is influenced by biological needs. And processes. Personality causes behaviors to happen. Personality causes behaviors to happen. Personality is displayed through thoughts, feelings, behaviors and many other ways. Characteristics of personality. Personality is organized and consistent. Personality is psychological but is influenced by biological needs and processes. Personality causes behaviors to happen. Personality is displayed through thoughts, feelings, behaviors and many other ways. Anything missing? Everything noted it down?
No, ma'am.
Which one left?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything left?
No, ma'am.
Alright. The study of personality. So there are some techniques that are used in study of personality. Number one, experimental methods. Number two, case studies and self-report methods. Number three, clinical research. Number one, experimental methods are those in which the researcher controls. And manipulates the varieties of interest and takes measures
Ma'am, the varieties of interest and
takes measures of the results. Experimental methods are those in which the researcher controls and manipulates the variables of, it is not varieties, it is variables, so sorry, variables of interest and takes measures of the results. Variables, alright? It is variables. Okay, next line. This is the most scientific form of research. But experimental research can be difficult. When studying aspects of personality such as motivations, emotions and drives. These ideas are internal. These ideas are internal, comma, abstract and extremely difficult to measure. These ideas are internal, comma, abstract, comma, abstract. These ideas are internal, comma, abstract, comma, and extremely difficult to measure, comma, and extremely difficult to measure, comma, and extremely difficult to measure, comma, and extremely difficult to measure. Okay, once again I'll repeat the whole sentence. Experimental methods are those in which researchers controls and manipulates the variables of interest and takes measures to the results. This is most scientific form of research, but experimental research can be difficult when studying aspects of personality such as motivations, emotions, and drives. These ideas are internal, abstract, and extremely difficult to measure. Alright. Next one, case studies and self-report methods. Case studies and self-report methods rely on in-depth analysis of an individual. Case studies and self-report methods rely on in-depth analysis of an individual as well as information provided by the individual. Case studies rely heavily on the interpretation of the observer. Case studies rely heavily on the interpretation of the observer. Okay, so the next point is while self-report methods depend upon the memory of the individual, of interest. Because of this, these methods tend to be highly subjective, and it is difficult to generalize the findings to a larger population. Clinical research relies upon information gathered from clinical patients over the course of treatment. Many personality theories are based upon this type of research, but because the research subjects are unique, and exhibit abnormal behavior, this research tends to be highly subjective and difficult to generalize. and difficult to generalize. Written? Anything missing? Anything that you have missed?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
Can you please repeat the second point?
Okay. Case studies and self-report methods rely on in-depth analysis of an individual as well as information provided by the individual. Case studies rely heavily on the interpretation of the observer, while self-report methods depend upon the memory of the individual of interest. Full stop. Because of this, these methods tend to be highly subjective and it is difficult to generalize the findings to a larger population. Alright? Anything you missed? Anything else? Anyone else?
No, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, welcome. Good, no, Rohit. Very good. The way you are using the verbiage now, it is very much better. Okay, keep it up.
Ma'am, can you repeat
How-
the third part, first line?
Sure. Clinical research relies upon information gathered. Clinical research relies upon information gathered from clinical patients over the course of treatment. From clinical patients over the course of treatment. Full stop.
That's it, ma'am.
Okay, alright. Next is how to win friends and influence people. So this I'll tell you some ways. Okay, some ways how will you win people, win friends and influence people. Win friends and influence people are very important because suppose today you want a good career, you are going for an interview, or might be you're going for a conference, you're going for something else where so many people are there. So how will you influence those people? Suppose you met someone very intelligent, someone, a businessman suppose, and you also have a plan to do a good business. Okay, whether it's or if you want to get into aviation, suppose your dream is to be an aviator, and there are many aviators there. So and they have good links, suppose. So how will you win those people? How will you impress them? So these are some ways I'll be telling you now. First one is fundamental techniques in handling people. Second is 6 ways to make people like you. Okay, this is another way. Okay, I'll tell you all the ways. Third one is win people to your way of thinking. Fourth one is be a leader. How to change people without giving offense or arousing resentment. A leader's job often includes changing your people's attitude and behavior. Some suggestions to accomplish this are: okay, so number one, you can write a question as how to win friends and influence people. This might be a recruiter, this might be your business partner you want to deal with, this might be your client. Okay, you want a good client. Suppose tomorrow you are working in an organization, how will you influence your client? How will you, how will you make a deal, your deal will be completed by the client. How will you do that? So these are some ways how to influence those people. Okay, fundamental techniques in handling people, number one. Fundamental techniques in handling people, number one. Point number A. Point number A, don't criticize, comment or complain. Point number one, don't criticize, condemn, C-O-N-D-E-M and condemn or complain. Number point B, give honest and sincere appreciation. Give honest and sincere appreciation. point number C. Arouse in the other person's an eager want. Arouse in the other person an eager want. Arouse in the other person an eager want. Arouse in the other person an eager want. Okay. So what does this mean? Don't criticize, command or complain. See, today you are going to fix a deal with someone. For that person to agree with your deal, okay, you should always make sure that he is happy with you. Okay, he is not angry on you, because sometimes if you have a conflict, suppose you are going for a deal and if you have a conflict in between, if you have behavioral attitude problem, any kind of sometimes even if your plan is very good, you have worked hard for the plan, you have worked hard for the presentation you want to make, you want to show it to your client, you have worked day and night on the plan. Okay, you have asked your team also to help you. Everything will go waste if you will not be able to communicate or interact or influence the client. How will you impress them? Okay, do not make them angry or do not make them, because he is the client or he is the customer, he is the one whom we have to, fix the deal with. It's not, I know it is beneficial for him as well to fix the deal with us, but we are the one who is going to fix the deal with. We are the one who want a job. Okay, if it is a recruiter, we are the one who is in need of a job. We are going to that interview. Okay, so depending on whatever person he is, whether a client, whether a recruiter, whether your colleague or whether whoever it is, so make sure that he is always happy with your behavior. Make sure that he will always go forward to carry a future relation with you. Okay, he will always feel comfortable to do any work with you. Okay, so for that you have to never criticize him. Okay, whatever he is saying, never criticize him or complain him. Okay, because you want something from him, right? So if you show that kind of attitude, it will give a negative point about you, and he will not think. He will directly say no, because he will not want to work with you because you are complaining. Future also you will complain. Who knows? So he will think about it. In future, if this person will complain, how will I work with him? So whenever you are going doing something, always remember one thing: never criticize, condemn or complain. Okay, sometimes give honest and sincere appreciation. Appreciation always motivates the people. Okay, whenever you give appreciation to one person, that motivates that person to do more good. Okay, if today he is performing 5 out of 10, suppose you are appreciating him more, you are appreciating him, you are always encouraging him, this will make him perform 10 out of 10. Okay, when you give a positive vibe to that person, he can perform the best out of him in front of you. Arouse in the other person an eager one. Okay, so whatever you can arouse in the other person, you can always arouse him. Okay, in the eager one, whatever he wants, so that in that part you can always arouse him. Alright, so these are the 3 things that you have to keep in mind. Next one is point number 2, 6 ways to make people like you. 6 ways to make people like you. These are whatever I told, fundamental techniques in handling people. These are very, very important things you have to keep in mind for your whole life, because when you will work in corporate, when you will work with your team members, it is very important that everyone will like you, everyone should want to work with you. If you will be someone whom everyone will think, oh, this girl always, this boy, this man, this employee always creates problem, So one person will tell to the other person will tell to the other person, okay, that way everyone will come to know, and they will talk behind you and they will not like you, you will not be able to perform good if that is the case, because you will know that people are talking behind you, people are talking about you. So always make sure that you influence your colleagues or recruiters with work these 3 ways, so that everyone will feel good to work with you. Every time they will be happy to work with you. Alright? Everyone getting my point, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next is 6 ways to make people like you. So what are the 6 ways? Become genuinely interested in other people. Okay, do not fake it. Okay, first write down. I'll explain you the point. Become genuinely interested in other people. First point. That is point number A. Number 2, point number B. That is point number B. Smile. Point number B. Smile. Okay, point number C. Remember that a person's name is. Remember that a person's name is. To that person. Remember that a person's name is to that person the sweetest and the most important sound in any language. The sweetest and most important sound. The sweetest and most important sound in any language. Be a good listener. Number D point. Be a good listener. Continue the sentence. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Point number 5. Talk in terms of other people's interests. Talk in terms of other people's interests. Talk in terms of other people's interests. Point number 6. Make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. Make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. Make the other people. Okay, so I'll start from the beginning. I'll just read it, write it down if you have not missed out everything then. Okay, become genuinely interested in other people. That is point number A. Point number B is give honest and sincere appreciation. Point number C, arouse in the other person an eager want. Next, one second, okay. 6 ways to make people like you. Point A, become genuinely interested in other people. Smile is the second point. Third point is, that is point number C is remember that a person's name is to that person the sweetest and most important sound in any language. Point number 4, be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Okay, point number E is talk in terms of the other person's interest. Point number F, make the other person feel important, do it sincerely. Okay, so this is influencing people. People are not coming to meet you to influence, not them. You are going to influence. You are the one who wants them to get influenced by you, isn't it? So you are going to influence, then you should always keep thinking about, whenever when you are with that person, become genuinely interested. Show that you are genuinely interested, not like by fake smiling. Yes, yeah. So if you do this kind of things, you will get to know that it is a fake thing. Okay, whenever you are genuinely showing interest, you listen carefully to the person. What is he telling? You will get interested too if you listen carefully. If you listen carefully, to whatever the other person is saying, you'll automatically get interested because you're listening carefully. So a person, he is a client, right? He is a recruiter. He is someone important to you. That is why you are going to make a deal with him. Am I right? So if he is important, then show him that he is important. Whatever he is saying, telling, you should always listen to him carefully. Okay, show that you are really interested in what he is telling. Okay, and show the genuine feelings. Okay, don't just fake it. Faking will, they are very smart, so they will come to know if you are doing any fake things in front of them. Okay, if he is interested in something, to impress him, you can talk about his interest. Okay, make him feel important. Okay, that you show him that he is really very important. He is important to you. Don't say you are very important for me and I am very sincere about it. Don't say like that. Just show him that you are important. You just tell him that, suppose if he's a recruiter, ma'am, it was really nice talking to you. It was really nice interacting to you. I really like the way you carry yourself today. I really like your personality, ma'am. So you can just compliment some things about that person genuinely. Okay, it should be genuine. Don't just bluff it simply. If he's wearing red lipstick, suppose that person, and you are telling, okay, I like your pink lipstick, so he will get to know that you are just faking it. All right. So next thing is win people to your way of thinking. Win people to your way of thinking. Saurav, please switch on the video. Saurav, Kamdi. Saurav, Sona, please switch on the video. Saurav.
Actually, I'm
Oh, you are on video. No problem. You just mute yourself. Mute yourself. Someone please mute Saurav. Okay. So next one is win people to your way of thinking. First point number A. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. The only way to get the best out of an argument is to avoid it. Show respect for the other person's opinion. Point number B. Show respect to the other person's opinion. Never say you are wrong. Never say